Hi, in this video I will show you how to use the Life Master digital planner. So we will start by clicking on the buckle right here, which will take us to the index page. Now on the index page you will notice that you have the page divided into sections, and each section represents its own field basically. So this is the planner. You have yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily pages. And then when you go to finance, you will notice that finance, the word finance is underlined, which means it's also clickable. There's a hyperlink in it. Um, so you can go through all the sections that you have here. Each section has its own subsection, so you don't, you have plenty of hyperlinks on the main page. So you never have to scroll through too many pages. And you will also always have access to all the tabs here on every single page of the planner. So these tab on the top here, finance, wellness, and productivity and notes, will take you to the divider section, which I will show you what I mean right now. A divider section is basically a preface for each section. It's marked with a bookmark, so you always know when you get to a bookmarked page that you got to the beginning of a new section. At the beginning of a new section, you will always have a little menu of the things that it contains. So when you click on it, you will get to that particular page. As for year, monthly, weekly, and daily pages, obviously you have the year overview, which is one page. If you click on any month there, you will jump to the monthly section. Now in the monthly section, you can browse through all the months. And here you can fill out, all the things that you want to fill out. Anything, or to start editing the planner, you have to click on this little icon here, which is, I guess it's a pen. And so now we're in a browsing mode. And if I want to switch to editing mode, I click on this, and here, as you can see, I can start typing. My priority would be to meditate, let's say, today. Here you go. So if I want to keep on browsing, I click on the pen icon again, and I can keep on browsing. Back to the index page. Now we have weekly pages. With this planner, you get two different weekly pages. Oh no, I'm sorry. One weekly page, and the two pages are divided into two. So whichever you prefer to use, you have the vertical and the horizontal one. Whichever you fancy more, you can use, or you can use both. I've seen people use both actually. And so when you need to jump into the monthly, the daily pages, you can do so on the calendar there to see what you have up for that particular day. You can go back to weekly pages, and for each month, you have one, and that's only to reduce the size of the planner because not everyone uses the weekly pages. Some people only use monthly and daily, or only daily. It's up to you. But if you need more, you can always copy more as you go. So if you right click or tap and hold on your tablet on this icon here on the thumbnail, basically the preview of the page, you go on to duplicate it. It will duplicate itself right after. So I have September here, and I have September, the original page of September, and the hyperlinks will remain intact. So if I want to jump to, say, 28th of September, I can go to 28th of September and see what I have up for that day. And I recommend that when you are in the weekly pages, you can highlight the week you're in, the week you're editing. Say I take this highlighter and I highlight, this is the first week of September, so I know which one I'm talking about. Now, if I go back to a browsing mode, the links will still remain intact, and I can click it and see what I have planned for that day. So this is just my little recommendation. Let's go see what else we have here. Budget planner and expense tracker and debt payoff tracker and sinking funds. I think they are pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to go very deep into that. So these are your extra pages, I would say. Um, and for wellness, here I can click on the divider page. I get to the bookmarked page, wellness, and I have gratitude journal, wheel of life, and a mood tracker. Let's see what I can do with the mood tracker and self-care planner at the same time. Here you fill out these little squares with colors that will represent the mood, and here day by day you fill out the mood you that prevailed on that day. So by the color code at the end of the year, I would say um, the most colors that you see, or the colors that prevail throughout the year, you know how your mood changed or how you felt during the year, what changes you can take to fulfill your heart, to take better care of your body, your soul, and your mind. And here you can just dump any ideas, things you would like to do, so you can always refer to them when things are not 100%. And a habit tracker, project planner, and a meal planner, there's also very self-explanatory. So here you go. Here you have two different habit trackers, whichever you prefer. This one is weekly, and each box represents a week, obviously, and you have up to 5 weeks because you can have up to 5 weeks in a month. Well, it depends on what day the month starts, whether it's a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And here you can fill out the whole month. Again, you can copy or duplicate the page, and you can track your habits for as long as you want to throughout the year. This is pretty much the same thing. You can number your habits up to 6 that you can track. You write them here, and you basically just check mark or cross the days on which you actually were able to keep that habit. And obviously notes, you have 12 templates or 12 layouts for notes, and 6 custom pages. You can always access your 6 custom pages here on the left. You can name them whatever you want. So I'm going to switch into editing mode, and I'm going to name the first section, let's say a workout tracker, but it doesn't want to click here. Here you go. Workout tracker. I have a typo here. Workout tracker, and so it will always remain clickable. And so when I jump to that section, I would actually name it the same thing, just so I know. So I would put the name of the section here too, workout tracker. And you always have, on every page, you always have room here, the blank page, for widgets, because your planner comes with many widgets. I can take the one that I fancy, basically, that I want to use. Let's say this one's supposed to be a workout tracker, so I'll find it. I'll click on this little pen again, this lasso tool, and as long as the lasso is touching the sticker or the widget somehow, it will select it. So then in the middle of the selection, I right click or tap and hold on your tablet, and I click on copy, and back in the planner, right click or tap and hold and click on paste. Now it will come pretty big, and there's a good reason for it. You can resize it right here by dragging it in the corner. The reason I make it so big is that even when you zoom in, the picture will not be pixelated, and it will still be sharp, and it will look like the page. This is the reason why I made those stickers and those widgets so big. I want you, when you resize them and when you zoom in, I want you to have a clear and sharp picture of the widget. So here you go, and I can start writing in it. So exercise, let's say running, yada yada yada. This is how you keep on going. Of course, you can add more pages to your section, your custom section. I would actually prefer, if I were you, I would suggest that you actually go to Notes, choose whichever page you like. For this case, I would choose a blank page. I would duplicate it, right click or tap and hold, duplicate the page. And here on the left side, it appears again right after the original page. And then you drag it to the position where you want it. So I was in my custom section. My custom section is right after Notes. And it was this first one. My custom section, page 430. So I'm going to drop it right after that. And so if I go to my first custom section, which was this one, and then scroll down, here you go. I have a blank page and I can continue. I can add more trackers if I want to, or I can drop in more or paste more widgets that I have or stickers, whichever you like. Here you go, and you can keep on going and going and going. And this is how you customize any section or add any section to the planner that you are missing, and you can have it your way whenever. If you go to daily pages, you always have to make sure that you switch to browsing mode. When you go to daily pages, and so you have this date picker on the divider page, you select the date you want to jump to, let's say August 9. You will always have room for widgets here at the bottom half of the page, and you can choose any widget that you like. I like to use the little ones here, like rate my day. Here's more. You can track your anxiety, your stress level, and your steps. For example, this is what I wanted to do. Actually, I wanted to drop in this one, so I'm going to select it, copy and paste whenever I want to. Again, it will when you copy it, it will be bigger than you actually need it, so you resize it, and then when you zoom in, it will basically stay intact and it will look all pretty and sharp. And you can track your steps on daily basis or whatever you like to track on that day. You can track your anxiety. You can change what you track on day-to-day basis. It's completely versatile. And I wanted to talk about one more thing here, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, of course. Here you have the color code for the planner. These are the colors that are mainly used when I created the planner. And if you want to customize your colors, like for example, a good example of that would be, I'm going to copy this hex code if I can. No, I can't. So it's F1E do T7. If, for example, I want to highlight the weeks on the weekly pages with the same color, I will go here, and the hex code is F1E2D7. So this is the color that I want to use. Perfect. And now I go to weekly pages, and again, I will choose a random month, let's say January. And I want to highlight that I'm tracking, or this page refers to the third week of January. So I go to editing mode, I want to highlight, and now I'm highlighting in the same color that the whole planner is basically designed in. So it all matches and it all looks pretty. This is up to you. You don't have to use that at all, but you have the color code there should you need it. And I think that's it. I think I showed you everything. Let me think for a few seconds here if there's anything else I wanted to show you. I think that's it for the planner. If you have any further questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Otherwise, it's in my Etsy shop always, and I'm always available at my Etsy shop through messages. You can always shoot me a message whenever you want to. Have a great day.